I'd like to go ahead and call this, oh, he said wait. I'd like to wait right now, please. All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting of the Board of Parks and Recreation meeting to order, please, for May 19th. I'd like to go ahead and have Mr. Pike do the opening prayer.
Shall we bow? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another day you've blessed us with. Thank you for all the blessings you've given us. Please, we ask that you keep Ken Hesson in our prayers, his granddaughter in our prayers, and keep her safe, help her heal. Thank you for everything you've given us. Keep us guarded and through the night, and keep all of our families safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, Dr. Tom, you want to lead us in the pledge? All right, have the agenda in front of you all and need a motion to accept tonight's agenda. Dr. Golden with the first, Ms. Hellman with a second. All in favor say aye. 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 Did you get that? Thank you, sir. All right. And we've got the minutes of the meeting, of the past meeting. I'll give you a second to take a look at that. And if anybody would like to make a motion to approve those, we have Mr. Pike making a motion to accept the minutes. I have a second by Bubba Perry. All in favor say aye. All opposed? All righty. Excellent. And we were informed, unfortunately, there were no public comments, correct? And Mr. Bruce is back. We gracing up with his presence, so no public comments. Okay, we have a Parks presentation. Griffin Johnson.
Mr. Chairman, Griffin, as you met earlier in the semester here, was an intern with us. He had one of his final projects was to do a presentation that took kind of an inventory of our facilities and talked to the staff. He got to walk across the stage and graduate a couple weeks ago, so we're proud of him, and we're looking forward to hearing his little 5-minute or less presentation.
This thing on? Okay. First of all and foremost, I'd just like to thank the Parks Department and Mr. Gilly for allowing me to have this opportunity to come up and speak tonight, and for allowing me to do my internship. And first, let's get to the PowerPoint. Woo. No? It's not on the... Okay, cool. Welcome to my Parks Department project. So I'm going to go over the parks, their facilities, and the feedback I've gotten. This is Country Hills. It holds an 18-hole golf course, a banquet hall, a pro shop, and a driving range and a putting green. These are the events. It holds a golf commission, a men's league, a senior league, and it hosts the middle school, high school, and other tournaments throughout the year. The feedback I got was to update the layout of the golf course, add more parking, update some of the buildings, and repair some of the divots. For Drakes Creek, it has 13 baseball/softball fields, a greenway, a football field, 10.5 full-size soccer fields, 3 baseball courts, 4 batting cages, 4 playgrounds, 7 shelters, 5 concession stands, and 7 restrooms. These are the events that go there, that are hosted there. It holds Bison Play Day, Fisher of Men, Bass Tournament, HHS Kids, LAX America, Memorial Day Classic, Trick or Treat at Drakes Creek, and various baseball and softball events. The feedback I got was to find more ways for first aid to get in, because when the roads are blocked, there's no way to get in and out of the park. To move the soccer fields out of Drakes Creek to Durham, and then update the concessions buildings, which are more than 40 years old. For Drakes Creek Volleyball, it holds 2 shelters, 3 sand volleyball courts, and a shower. And for the feedback, it was fix the volleyball courts, maintain them more often, Weeds grow in them all the time. The back part of the court is cut off and it's leaking sand. And you need to raise the volleyball fields to prevent standing water and relocate the volleyball fields to different locations. For Hendersonville greenways and trails, there were bike trails, walking trails, and the feedback was just to make them more accessible and and to change the asphalt to concrete. For Mallard, it's a pier and a boat ramp, and it holds the health department poker run, and the feedback was to just add a dedicated public restroom, consider adding lights to the boat ramp, and extend the dock at Mallard Point. Heritage Park holds a housing unit, and the best we got was to follow the Master 21 Master Plan. For Memorial Park, it contains a playground, a lacrosse field, a walking park, a dog park, a tennis court, 12 tennis courts, 2 restrooms, a shelter, and a gazebo. The events that it holds there are Beautiful Hendersonville Plant Sale, Borderless Arts, CHD Walk, Ivy Book Olympics, and just hosts numerous events, normal events. The feedback I got was to increase parking and maybe add more permanent overflow parking. For rugby, it just holds 2 rugby fields and it hosts rugby events. The feedback was to just add soccer fields and more parking. And there's some pictures. For Saunders Ferry, it has 3 piers, an RC airplane field, 2 playgrounds, an 18-hole disc golf course, a basketball court, 8 shelters, 2 restrooms, and a boat ramp. And it hosts a lot of fishing events, disc golf events, and racing events throughout the year. And then the feedback was to just update stuff, update the shelters, update the playgrounds, update the basketball courts, etc. Veterans has 3 volleyball courts. It has Mary's Magical Place, has 2 concession stands, a skate park, 2 pickleball courts, 4 shelters, 2 batting cages, and it hosts Warriors Trails. It holds a lot of different events for baseball, and it has different events such as the Carnival and Pig Fest. The feedback I got was to just retop it, some of the roads, add a berm to the pickleball courts, change the dirt fields to turf, add more parking, and add more pickleball courts. For volunteer, there's a soccer field, a concession stand, 2 walking trails, a small playground, 2 inline hockey rinks, and a pavilion. And it hosts hockey events throughout the year. And the best thing we got was to continue the master plan and add more parking. And these are the current projects that are going on, which is to extend the dock at Saunders Ferry and keep building the maintenance shop. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for Griffin?
I'll just leave it there.
Griffin, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Griffin. Appreciate that. All right, now we're going to go into items for approval, and we'll start off with Tennessee United Sponsorship Program. Mr. Jonathan Whalen, step on down. Please say your name.
Jonathan Whalen, Tennessee United. So we are looking to add a component to our partners and sponsors of being able to put banners up in the park on a more consistent basis. Right now, it's limited to our tournaments and when we're having big events. But I know that we've gotten lots of comments about the ones on the baseball field and how nice they look, and if we could offer that same thing to some of the partners that we have in the community, and so that's the proposal, that we can do similar type banners on the soccer fence leading into the park back there.
And it would be, when you go over the bridge, to the right-hand side on that fence row going all the way back.
Fence row as you come in. Yes,
Gotcha. Okay. All right. We got any questions?
Good deal for baseball, and it should be a good deal for you guys. I think it's awesome. I recommend we approve it.
We have a motion for approval. Do we have a second? We have a second by Mr. Ed. Any other discussion? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? All right. There we go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. All right. Punt Factory College Punter Camp, Aaron
Be
Perez.
clear on that. They now can put banners up any part of the soccer complex.
Crossing the bridge all the way up.
Okay.
Come on, state your name, sir.
Aaron Perez.
All right, go ahead, sir.
So for the last 5 years, I've run a punting camp for current collegiate punters, and I've held it in Houston for the last 4 years, starting in 2021. We're due for a baby girl on June 5th, and so my wife is not allowing me to travel. And so I'd like to run it this year here at Arrowhead Park. It's a 3-day event. We punt Friday night, which would be June 20th. We punt Saturday morning for about 4.5 hours, and we punt Sunday morning, and then the boys all fly back to school. And we do events where we go to the hotel and watch film, and we meet for dinner, but really just asking to use the facility Friday night for 2 hours, 4.5 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. That would be it.
Got any questions for Mr. Perez? Everything looks good schedule-wise for this event?
Yeah, he has been in contact with Hendersonville Civitan, if you want to tell him about the,
Yeah, Mr. Mallard, right, is his last, yeah, his Mr. Mallard. So we discussed Saturday after the camp, putting on like a hour to hour and a half punting clinic, and I'll have some of the college punters stay and coach any of the boys in the area that would like to come and participate. So I did one 2 years ago with Mr. Ginn for some of the Hendersonville locals, but when asking Mr. Mallard, he said that would be a great thing to do. So we would do that Saturday, really at whatever field is open for an hour, probably from 3 to 4:30 or so. He said that would be sufficient.
Okay. All right, any other questions? Have a motion? Yep. Dr. Golden, motions. Have a second? Mr. Perry? Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Kick away, my friend.
Thank you.
That's
Punt
right.
away.
Pin them inside the 10, okay? That's the goal. Yes, they are.
Will Ray Finkel be there?
Ray Finkel laces are out for Ray Finkel. That's right. All right. Frosted Luau at Veterans Park with Andre, Jake Kearney. Got Jake on the big screen. Hey, Jake, how are you? Can you hear us? All right. Well, we can't hear you yet, Jake. Hang on 1 second. We have to pump up the volume. All right, keep talking. Okay, Jake, you want to keep talking?
Can you guys hear me now?
We can barely hear you, but go ahead and speak just a little bit louder if you don't mind.
So sorry about that, and I apologize I couldn't be there in person. I'm in Atlanta working a charity event this week, so sorry about that. But my name is Jake Carney with Frosted Luau and the Middle Tennessee Food Truck Festival. I am here to request to be able to serve alongside Andre's Barbecue with the Frosted Luau truck on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and select Saturdays. With this, I would be giving the city the 7.5%, the vendor fee, and then 7.5% being donated to Mary's Magical Place and helping to make that even better. So in total, 15% of sales would be given to the city for that. And the first thing I did was request to make sure that it was okay with Andre before I even came to present to you guys, and I have a quote from him, if that's all right. He said, "Jake, I believe you and I would be a great combination to be at Veterans Park, me providing the savory food and you providing the delicious sweets. Let's make this work. See you soon." So I would like to request to be able to do that with the 15% being paid to the city.
All right. It would have been great for you to be here to bring samples tonight, but
I'm so sorry
that's
about that.
okay. You've
Next
got
time,
events to go to. It's okay.
When y'all see me, definitely stop by, and I got y'all.
All right. Any questions for Jake right now? Bubba?
Are you working the dates out with the Parks Department as far as the nights you're coming over? Or are you just looking for specific nights? Or I'm just trying to make sure that you coordinate with these guys for their schedules for what they have going on?
He's asked for the same schedule as Andre, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. That's what the contract with Andre had.
Okay.
And this is not something you all can approve explicitly. You're making you would be making a recommendation one way or the other to BOMA.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
And Jake, I don't exactly know the upcoming meeting schedule for BOMA, but if it leaves here, it will go to Public Works at some point. Could be next week. And then it would have to be voted on at BOMA some point in June, or it may not go to Public Works till June and then BOMA in July, to be honest.
No problem.
Okay, just making sure you know the timeline.
I appreciate it, Andy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, where, I know Andre has started to serve in the park. Where exactly is he setting up? Is this using parking spaces? I think it's over by the,
Andre has, he is set up in 2 different places. He is set up over by the pickleball concession stand, restrooms, and he's also set up by the skate park at times. I think for him, visibility over by the pickleball courts was more of a concern.
I should have phrased it as a question. So is there a space in either of those places for an additional truck? You have a truck or you have a trailer or what do you actually have?
I have a trailer.
Okay. Is there space for that?
So
There's not
I
space
was
for
there-
anything, but I'll let Jake kind of speak to that.
the first day that Andre set up, I went over there. I wanted to grab some barbecue and definitely support him. And he was parked in the back over near the concession stand. It was taking up parking spaces, and it wasn't great visibility from the highway because all of the cars that were parked there were kind of blocking the view. I walked the parking lot, and there was a space. It is still in the same main parking lot, but it's at the very front closest to the skate park, where it's no longer taking up parking spaces, and it gives better visibility for his business. I walked over there with him, and I was kind of like talking to him about where he could be placed just to make it a little bit easier on the park, having more parking spaces and better visibility for him. And he pulled there the very next time that he was scheduled, and when I drove by, it looked like it definitely did have a much better spot for him and for the park goers, and there's definitely another spot for a truck there.
Yeah, I agree. I could see it coming from the bypass Tuesday night. I saw Andre's truck out there, so that's gotta be a good spot, so whatever you guys wanna do.
All right. Any other questions? All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve this to go in front of BOMA and for it to be, to go through based on what BOMA.
Okay,
Is that,
all right.
I need to word it in?
That's what it's gonna do anyway, so. We got a first by Mr. Pike. We have a second. Second by Ms. Hellman. Any other questions or discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, Mr. Jake, we're gonna have some frosted luau's over there by Mary's Magical Place, so bring it on, brother.
Thank you all so much, and have a great evening.
All right, and enjoy the night. Okay, we got Miles for Missions 5K, Molly Reeves. Come on down and just state your name for us, please.
Hey guys, I'm Mally Reeves. So I'll try to give this sum it up as quick as possible for you guys. I've been going on mission trips to Guatemala since I was 14 years old, and I'm now 23. I'll be 24 in August. In January of 2025, I was there for a month, and sadly that came to an end because I got appendicitis, and they didn't want to be liable for me healing there, so I was sent home, and I really just came back and decided that I was going to go back again in the fall. So this is just me asking for approval to host a 5K to fundraise for my specific mission coming up in September for the month again, and then also whatever else that I earn off that. Like if I exceed my limit, I guess, then the extra profit will go to Hope of Life. So at Memorial Park, June 28th, 7 to 10 a.m.
you tell them what Hope of Life is?
Yes, Hope of Life is an organization. It's located they have one office here in Rhode Island, and then it's also in Zacapa, Guatemala, the headquarters. So that is just an organization that basically benefits the less fortunate children there, obviously. So they have a huge 3,000-acre property that supports the elderly, the special needs, and foster kids. So my mission that I'll be doing there is mainly working with the kids, but I'll also probably be teaching at the preschool there. And I haven't fully worked out what exactly like my hours and my days will be, but I know I'll be there for 4 to 6 weeks and hopefully in the village of Los Palmares. And I won't need any timing equipment. It'll be hopefully at least 30 people, but super small, just something to support my trip and friends, family. I mean, I would love for the community to know about it, but I don't think it'll be anything crazy.
Okay. You have a route picked out or anything like that?
Yes, so I would hope everyone would park at the tennis courts over there and then park there, start at that trail right there, and then go around by the lake. If they need to come up over that bridge and then come back, I used to run over there, but I can't remember the exact mileage. Come up on the bridge and then back into the parking lot and go around there. Should be about 3 miles.
Okay.
It's about 1.5 miles from the tennis courts to Mallard. Just,
To Mallard?
yeah, it's about 1.5 there.
Okay, I usually go around from the tennis courts, that back trail, like not the front starting by the road, that back trail, and then I go around, and I haven't ran it in a long time, but I would go around there, across the bridge, down by Lincoya on that sidewalk path, and then back through. So as far as it gets, probably just 1.5 miles out, 1.5 miles in.
Yeah. You wouldn't go on any main roads or anything like that, just stay within the park? Okay.
No, sir.
All right.
Perfect route.
Yeah.
All right. We have a motion by Dr. Golden. We have a second. We have a second by Mr. Head. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. All opposed? All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the walk. Okay. Boat charter pickup and drop off, Casey West. Come on down. No way.
Oh, wow.
How'd you do?
I won my prize, but I lost at the wheel.
Oh,
Anyway.
well, congratulations.
Hi, I'm Casey West. I am looking to use the Saunders Ferry boat ramp dock, so next to the ramp, for a pickup and drop off for a boat charter business. It would be 6 guests total on the boat at a time. Assuming most of these guests will be from out of town, so Uber or rideshare would be utilized. So hope to limit the parking, limit any sort of, I don't know, anything that could really I don't know. I was not prepared to speak and now I'm nervous.
It's all right, take your time.
But anyway, so if you all have questions for me, I can answer those.
I can help her out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Thank you.
I mean, give her credit because there's probably people doing this without going through the
Correct.
process.
I was about to say the same thing.
And I appreciate you
Thank
going through
you.
the right channels and coming up here.
Absolutely.
Her application kind of states that she could do it at either Sanders Ferry or Mallard Point. So if you approve this, you would be authorizing that. And this is one of the applications in the outdoor activity program that you all approve. It's kind of new. We've had a couple people go through this process, but it comes with a set amount of fees per quarter, I believe, is what basically it boils down to. So for her, she's probably going to operate 6 months. That basically would encompass 2 quarters worth of the fees.
Yep.
Like I said, I can assure you that there are people doing this without our approval right now, and I've watched them myself do it. And we try to catch them, not catch, that's a bad word, but we try to make sure that everybody's operating properly and educate them and try to, usually when we do talk with them and say there's a process for this, you're really supposed to do this, this, and this, then we never see them again for a while. So I appreciate you doing this, and hopefully
Thank you.
this could help us legitimize things as well. The big thing to me is she's not pulling her boat into the parking lot. She's already on the water picking people up. So
Fully licensed,
it's the name
insured, all
Yeehaw
that stuff.
Yacht Club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
But fully licensed
Fully
and insured,
licensed
okay.
and insured.
Making
Well,
sure.
yep, so we're waiting to make sure you guys approve before we
Gotcha.
put you on the policy.
Gotcha.
And we get to have a summer Parks Board party, yacht party.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
Well, it only holds 6 though, right?
Tough.
The boat holds 12, but my captain license only allows for 6, so
I
you
got you.
just can't pay me.
Okay, okay. What questions have we got for her?
So where, just out of curiosity,
Sure.
on this, where do you take them to?
So we're gonna pick up at Saunders Ferry and then go to 2 Foot.
Oh, they won't come back.
I know, right? But we're only staying for 2 hours, so hopefully we keep.
Unless somebody-
Good luck
That's
rounding them
fair.
up.
That's fair,
Good
Get a
luck
little-
rounding them up.
right? They're gonna have little bracelets if I have to go find them, walk around, and that way I can bring them back. But, yep, only 2 hours there. I've had an Airbnb in downtown Nashville for 7 years. I run a very tight ship, so
Okay.
we're gonna keep it neat. 2 hours, in and out. Hopefully everybody
Behaves
behaves.
themselves, yeah.
Yeehaw.
Any other questions? All right, we have a motion, any motions for approval?
I'll make a motion for
We
it.
got Ms. Hellman first making a motion, and
I'll
then we
second.
have Mr.
Yay.
Pike for a second. Any other discussion? All right, all in favor, say yeehaw or aye.
Yeehaw.
Aye. All opposed? All right, congratulations.
Thank you
Be
so
safe on the
much.
water.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
We'll be there.
We'll be there on the slow days.
Now we get to go to the updates, one of my favorite times. We got to go first to the Recreation Coordinator Programs, Ms. Cindy Hamblin.
Ms. Hamlin couldn't make it this evening, but I do have a report. The Raptors baseball and kickball, their baseball has finished up and moving into the kickball season. Going to pick up a few free agents there. Friday nights at 5:30 and Saturday mornings at 9, if you're interested, at Drake Street Park. Kids Club is full. Signups are over, and they begin Monday, June the 9th. If you have not filled out your waivers and paperwork, please do so ASAP. And remember to bring lunch and drinks daily. She will also send out emails to the participants and their families for that. Kids Club Summer Employment Opportunities, she is interviewing for that. Still making some decisions on hiring. They will begin June the 5th for setup and end July 18th. And her fourth point is the Special Needs Fishing Rodeo is Friday, June the 16th from 5 to 7 at Memorial Park. And this will take place at kickball for that one night, and then the other fishing rodeo will be Saturday morning. And that's the end of her report.
Any questions for Ms. Hamlin? You did a great job. Thank you so much. All right. Now, Recreation Coordinator Ori Fugate. Good to see you, my friend. Go ahead.
Good to see you too. Adult Pickleball has their tournament and championship game tonight. So I'll have that report of the winner for next month. Adult Kickball has 1 week left before their tournament and championship night, which is May 30th. Adult Softball has 4 weeks left before their tournament and championship night, which will be June 23rd. Adult Basketball starts their season this Thursday, with the tournament being July 10th through July 22nd. Summer T-Ball has started practicing. Their games will be June 9th. And then fall ball registration has officially started today and will run till June 20th, with pricing being $110 for residents and $115 for non-residents. And that is all.
Thank you, Ori. Any questions for Mr. Fugate? All right, good job, my friend. All right, Special Events Supervisor, the newcomer, Natalie Langster. Go ahead.
This week, we have the Hendersonville Carnival coming back. It starts this Thursday, the 22nd. It runs for 10 days this year instead of 3. It runs through Saturday, May 31st. Rock Castle is starting their singer-songwriter nights at Sanders Ferry Park. This Saturday will be the first one. That'll take place on the 3rd Saturday of every month now through August. This Saturday, we have 2 runs going on. Run with a Hero Fun Run is at Drakes Creek Park back in the soccer complex, and Construction Hike for Hope. They were here the last meeting. Theirs is in Sanders Ferry Park this Saturday. And then the Isaacs Memorial Day concert this upcoming Monday, a week from today, the 26th at Veterans. And then June 6th is the Special Needs Fishing Rodeo. June 7th will be the fishing rodeo at Memorial Park. That is all.
All right. Any questions? Thank you, ma'am. All right, Parks Maintenance Superintendent Trevor Cole.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We haven't in the past few weeks had a lot of projects going on. Just been just basic maintenance, trying to keep up with everything. We do have some big ones coming up. Our irrigation system is getting a big update. For our pump in the back, we're gonna double up on the size, and that's been much needed for a long time. So we've been fortunate enough to do that. We are going to hopefully this week start putting some pads in for some benches along the greenway. I think we have a total of 5 that we're going to do some concrete pads for. So that'll be a nice addition to that. And then other than just regular maintenance and mowing, that's what we've got on the plate.
Yeah, the grass doesn't stop growing, does it?
It's growing so quick right now we can't keep up.
We're doing a good job. Any questions for Mr. Cole? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, Assistant Director Dallas Long.
Thank you. Rec Soccer has their final championship game tonight on the turf field, and then their spring season will be officially over. Tennessee United, they hosted tryouts last week, and then they're going to host another round of tryouts next week. So good luck to all the kids coming out for those. Adult soccer has about 3 weeks remaining in their season. And then I want to send a congratulations out to Hendersonville High School Soccer on advancing to the state tournament. So good luck to them. Flag football championship is this Thursday, and then they'll be done for the season. And then upcoming, before next month's meeting, we have both the large Lacrosse America tournament at the soccer complex, as well as the Hendersonville High School 3v3 tournament, both happening in June. And then June 14th, we will shut down the soccer complex for the summer shutdown period. And that's it.
Any questions for Mr. Dallas? Thank you, sir. Assistant Director, the Keith Bruce.
Thank you, sir. The Fast Pitch League, the 6s, 8s, and 10s are finished. Tonight starts the start of the 18 and under tournament, hopefully Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights, or Wednesday nights. Senior men are ongoing, as Bubba is, I believe, playing on Tuesday nights. So if you're interested, going out there Tuesday night. Hockey has finished up with the Kids League. The Make-A-Wish is coming up at the end of the month. That's the big hockey tournament, I think, is on the 30th. 10 days, yes, very, very large hockey tournament, so it's huge. Civitan Baseball, the community division is starting their tournaments tonight, finishing up this week, and then the open divisions are playing regular season games. The middle school baseball finished up their tournaments last week, and then had their all-star game last Thursday. And then the summer league, the Rhythm, the college team, I think their very first home game is June the 1st. So it's always fun to go out and watch them. And then Mr. Dallas Long had his first summer baseball practice. So he is coaching this year, and I think he'll be coaching for like the next 15 years in summer baseball. So welcome to Dallas to coaching baseball. That's it, sir.
All right.
Can I ask Keith, when does this senior league end? I'm tired already. I don't have a schedule or anything.
Ask Mr. McKenzie.
Yeah, it will never end with him doing it. And any other reports on kickball? I know Mr. Hessen is watching at home, so he wants to know if there's any updates on that.
I think that would be Miss Langford. They have a tournament next week or 2 weeks after that. So, again, she is the first round draft pick in the tournament. Yes, they are 2 more weeks and then the tournament for them, so, and wish Mr. Hessen and his family well.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bruce.
Mhm.
Parks Director Andy Gilly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As Natalie said, we've got the carnival that's already taken over pretty much all of Veterans Park back there. Want to make sure and let everybody know Mary's Magical Place is closed today, tomorrow, and potentially Wednesday for repairs from the flood, but it will be open during the carnival, as well the pickleball courts. You won't be able to park in that big parking lot, but you can park from basically the skate park on out, and you can walk in there. And the carnival folks have shifted a couple of the ADA parking spots to move them to where people can still have ADA parking and get in the carnival or Mary's Place. It will be packed over there without question for a long time. But Keith has done a good job working with the leagues on shifting some things around where we might not necessarily have every ball field full every night. So I anticipate a big crowd. I know there was a big crowd last year, and there will be again this year. Natalie also mentioned the Isaacs, I think, on Monday, Memorial Day, 5th annual. They're doing their tribute to the Opry show, which is a show they've been touring on, but they've never done it here at home. So that will be very unique and good. We'll have people from all over the country here in person and all over the world watching the live stream. So that's a really cool event that we're fortunate to have. Maintenance shop, upgrade, redesign, relocation, all those things is still into the design phase. Heritage Park is in the design phase, so at this point we may have Heritage Park designed before the maintenance shop, but I'm not sure. That's a joke, but it's not really funny. The bike pump track grant project, we have entered into a phase where we have to do an archaeological study. I don't know if I mentioned that last Parks Board, but they have to do an archaeological study to see if there's any American Indian artifacts where we're putting the bike pump track. Once we get through that, we can get under contract and get that really going. And then Trevor mentioned soccer, and Dallas mentioned soccer. I think grass growing there. We have some decisions to make on a couple of soccer fields for the summer, how we're going to repair them and get them back to where they were last year at this time because of all the rain and play that they've had on them. Some of that will be determined by if insurance will cover some irrigation damages. So keep you updated on that. We want to make sure everybody is aware that Kendall Richards was hired as a crew supervisor for us. Kendall is the grandson of former Parks Board member Bobby Richards, so that's kind of cool. And Kendall's going to do a good job. He started as an intern and has worked his way all the way up to a crew supervisor at maintenance. So that's really nice when things like that can happen. And we certainly want to continue to pray for Mr. Hessen and his granddaughter also. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, Director Gilly. Any questions for Mr. Gilly? All right. We're going to do Parks Board Roundtable. Mr. Head, we're going to start with you. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the words. Mr. Pike's good?
I gotta say this.
Uh-oh, here we go.
The older senior guys the other night on Tuesday said that the grass and the fields have not been in any better shape than they were. So you don't hear that much from those guys, but thank you. Thank your crews. It's awesome. Thank you.
And they will tell you. They will tell you. All right. Dr. Golden? No updates. Ms. Hellman? Good. Wow. Okay. Only thing I'll say is, Dallas, as you go into your coaching career, I do not want to see you on the disciplinary report at all, okay? All right? Remember, the officials are human too. We love the referees. All right. Well, I call this meeting adjourned. Do I get a motion to adjourn? Mr. Perry, Mr. Pike seconds. All in favor, aye. Have a good night.